Hi, I hope you guys are keeping well. As I said last time, that on page of number 92, there was a format email. I suggested that you should attempt a formal letter with the same question. Mm, so I'm uploading a video which will tell you about the format writing. I have I had taken this class with class 10th about email writing. So I'm sending the same link on Google Classroom. I'm not repeating because the word limit and format is same. So just go through the format, understand the format and the word limit and how it is written, and then attempt this question. So this is the end of Destination Moon. At the end of the video for the format of email writing, I have suggested class 10s to attempt a couple of questions as homework from practice material. Just disregard that because that is not applicable to you. The objective is that I just want you to understand how uh, the the format of email writing goes. All right. So this is done. Now something very interesting has come, and I really loved it. This is on page number 94, and it's talking about climate change. It's a big project, a very lengthy project, but I really want you to do it, and I'm so excited to be part of it. So the question says, the project says it's a year-long project. That means it should be for the whole academic session. But unfortunately, considering the circumstances that you and I have fallen into, we'll just take it from 18th of June till 18th of October, which is fair 4 months. We'll try to reduce the project some points will be reduced, so you do get enough time to. So this will go on with your academic studies and whatever you're doing. Apart from that, you have to do this project. Believe me, this is going to be very interesting. At the end of the day, gained a lot of knowledge, and at the same time, it would be something that you can present as a project that you do during your lockdown. In fact, in other subjects, correlating subjects also. So, project climate change. This is a year-long project to be completed in 4 phases, and by the end of the project, you will have completed these activities. You should be in a position in that and that to have completed these points. Read some books and watched some films on the topic. Written a review of a book or a film, conducted a research on the topic, written on the causes of climate change, analyzed and reported data, created an artistic performance. Because it's a group work, and now as we all of us are will have to do it individually, because of due to the current situation. Activity one is a book or a film review. Review means when you are basically your job is almost like a critic, where you're supposed to comment on the good things and bad things that you observed while watching a movie, or you can talk about the base or the plot of the movie, or the background that you will use, the characters, and the situation, everything. You have to basically criticize on everything that you saw in the movie or observed. Book. So this is a review here, either for a book or a film. Here is a list of books and films that you can read or watch for the project. And Because I don't think will be able to access the school library. But nowadays, the National Library is absolutely free. Some part of it is free for children. You can access it online, Google, or I think you can download it, online. So either pick up a film or a book. It's up to you. Members of one group must not work on the same book or film. But I just make sure that all of you are not watching films because it's less. It's less time consuming, and all of you should not be reading books at the same time. So make a choice in this. What I can do is that you have eight options for the books, so you can choose any two of the eight books that you have to read, and you can choose any two of the five movies. You don't have to do all, and then so basically you have two books to review and two films, because the project says that either you have to review a book or a film, but the reason why, because we have reduced the topics, so I want you to do it on books and films both. Let's twist it. So the films are Inconvenient Truth, An Inconvenient Sequel, The Day After Tomorrow, Before the Flood, and Karvi Hawa. These are the movies that you can watch on climate change. Activity 2, internet search and note making. So you have to do some Google search, and you have to make notes on some of the topics which are related to climate change, like global warming, greenhouse effect, climate change, tropical rainforest, air pollution, hybrid car, clean fuel, and carbon footprint. So these are eight topics, and I want you to take, try to make it very interesting and very presentable. You can take a scrapbook. Nowadays you get these colorful leaves or pages, that you can always maintain um, in a file cover or something like that. But just make it innovative. It's up to you how you want can make it, and write these notes individually. So one page should have one topic each in 110 words. So this is what you have to do. On the basis of your research, make brief notes on these topics. And then after that, once you understand what these topics are, just don't just copy it, and you have to understand these concepts. These are some serious issues that we are facing now, as future generations. On the basis of your research, make brief means very short notes. Short means every note should be of 50 to 60 words on these topics. What are green cities? What are greenhouse gases? What is a tropical rainforest? How can you have a green vacation? What are the names seen some green initiative? What can you do to reduce air pollution? How can we reduce greenhouse gas emission? What do you understand by the term climate change? And how are tropical rainforests important for the environment? Which are the places in the world which contribute the most or the least to climate change? Find out the carbon dioxide emission data of these countries, which is very, very interesting. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11 topics. Out of 11, I in no way feel like an English teacher right now. I feel as if I'm a social studies teacher. But let's choose six topics. Out of 11, you could choose six, but you have to attempt what do you understand the term climate change, and find out the carbon dioxide emission data of these countries. You know, I remember doing this project when I think I was in ninth grade. So these are quite important issues that we are still facing. So do this. So this activity or this project will go hand in hand with your academic um, responsibilities in English, and so this will be from 18th of June to 18th of July. So you have good 1 month till 18th of July, and then we'll proceed with the project. So remember that this is till 18th of July. Now, we'll go to page number 101. We'll try to do something very different. This is it's a play. Play means a performance which has a moral, some kind of learning at the end of the story, and it's pretty long than a short story. So he who says no. Those story starts like this. Have you ever? Let me just see if we have the author's name. It's a Japanese adaptation written by Bertolt Brecht. Have you ever seen or taken part in a play? Which play did you see or take part in? Did you like the play? What did you like about it? Have you ever seen a play in which masks were used? So these are the questions. When you attempt the question answers, don't forget to write, one to three lines about these first three questions also. This is just an experience that you're sharing. So the characters in the play is the teacher, the mother, the great chorus, which is a group of people who are singing in the background according to the situation, and the boy and the three students. So these are the characters. These are the people who are playing in this play. So when the first scene when starts, the story starts about saying that this is a scene taken in Japan many years ago, and then suddenly these people are singing when the story starts. Above all, learn when to say yes. Many say yes without understanding. Many are not asked, and many say yes to wrong things. Therefore, above all, learn when to say yes. So this is just probably an indication about being obedient or disobedient to situations or people. The teacher is in room number one, and the mother and the boy is in room number two. So they are sitting separately in different rooms. Teacher is started. I am the teacher. I teach in the school in the city. So she's trying to say, she's giving an introduction. She's saying that I am the teacher and I teach in a school in city. And I have a pupil whose father is dead. I have a student whose father is no more. He's passed away. He has only his mother to look after him. And he's trying to say that the only person whom he can call as family is his mother, and he has to look after him. I have come to say goodbye to them now because I will soon be starting a trip over the mountains. So the teacher says, I've come to say goodbye, farewell to the mother and the son because I'm going on a long journey in the mountains. Everybody knows that, a journey in the mountains is not very comfortable or very appealing. It's a very difficult journey. A terrible disease has broken out among us, and the city beyond the mountains has some of the great doctors. May I come in? She's trying to explain the reason why she's taking this dangerous and lengthy journey, because there's a disease which has come in a village. I have purposely taken this um, play because so that we can correlate it with the present situation that we are in right now. And then she's asking permission, may I come in, to the boy and the mother. Boy, who is it? Who? It's the teacher. The teacher has come to visit us. You know. So she is very happy and excited, and he's calling his mother that the teacher has come to visit us. Teacher, why haven't you been to the school in the city for so long? So the teacher is asking, why didn't you come to school? Why have you missed school? Why are you absent for so many days? Boy, I could not come because my mom was sick. And she's trying to say that I cannot come. I was not able to come because my mother is sick. And as we all know that there's no other family that he has. His mother is the only one. Teacher, I had no idea about that. Please tell her at once that I'm here. So the teacher is like, please inform your mother that I'm here. Boy calling into room, mother, mother, teacher is here. And he's very happy and he's telling his mother that the teacher has come. Mother, ask him to come in, please. Boy, he said, please ask him to tell him to come inside. Please come in. The teacher, it has been a long time since I came over. So he's trying to say that I've come after many days. Your son tells me that you too have been sick. Are you feeling any better now? So the teacher is asking, how are you feeling? Because your son says that you are not well. So the mother says, no, I'm not. The mother is saying that, no, yes, my son is right. I am not well. So far, there are no medicines for the disease. So she's also inflicted with a disease, and she's trying to say that there is no cure for my disease. Teacher, we have to find one. And she's like, we have to find a cure for this disease. Like how right now we have no cure for COVID-19 pandemic, this virus. That's why I have come to say goodbye to you. And the teacher is like, that's why I have come to say bye. Tomorrow I shall be starting on a journey across the mountains. I've long traveled. And the teacher is like, I've come to say bye because I'm going to the mountains and going to go on a very, very long journey, a very long travel. I'm going on a research trip to get medicines and instructions from the great doctors who live in the city beyond the mountains. And the teacher is saying that I am going to the town, to the other city, the big city, because a disease has come in my village, and there is no cure for the disease. And I want to go so that I can get medicines from the doctors there in the big town, and I can take some instructions. I can take some ideas from these doctors about how or what is the solution to for or what is the cure for this disease. Probably I should say maybe this student's mother is also inflicted with the same disease. So it's almost like a plague, a disease which has no cure, which has no solution, I should say, no medicine. Mother, a research trip over the mountains? Maybe she has this hope that maybe she will survive, or she can be saved, because if she also can take that medicine when the teacher comes. Yes, indeed. I have heard that the famous teachers live there. And she's like, yes, of course. We have had heard stories that there are famous teachers and doctors who live in that town. But I have also heard that the journey is very dangerous. A travel or a journey in the mountains is very dangerous. You can be attacked by wild animals, you can fall because there is no proper road, there is no food, it can be difficult. And the climatic conditions can be also very harsh. Were you thinking of taking my son with you? Somewhere at the back of the mind, this lady is thinking that the teacher has come to meet because maybe he wants to take her son along with him to the mountains. Um, and then in that way, the son can bring some medicines for her mother, because the mother is very, very sick. Also, it gives us a very good understanding of the background, that the village is not well connected with the town or the city. So it's a very far-flung area where things are not accessible very easily. So, teacher, that's no journey that a young boy can make. And the teacher is like, there's no way, no, I cannot take your son because it's a very long journey. Mother, I agree. I hope you will return safely. And the man is like, I agree, and I hope that you'll come back. I have to say go now. Sorry, I have to go now. Goodbye. And the teacher is saying goodbye to the mother and the student, and there he's going. Boy, I want to say something. The boy wants to talk to the teacher. Teacher, what do you want to say? The teacher is asking, what is it that you want to ask? Boy, I want to go over the mountains with you. And he's trying to say that I want to make this journey with you because he, as a son, he is deeply concerned about his mother's health. As I have already told you, mother, we are going on a journey that is difficult and dangerous. You can't possibly come along with us. So he's refusing directly, and he's saying that I cannot take you because it's a very difficult journey and you are a very young boy. Besides, how can you want to leave your mother when she's sick? And he's like, the teacher is like, in what circumstances can you leave your mother because your mother is so sick? Stay here. It's really impossible for you to come along. And he's suggesting, please don't come because it is next to impossible. It is very, very difficult for you to travel. Boy, just because my mom is sick, I must go with you. So he's trying to explain that I want to take this journey because my mother is very, very sick. I must get her medicines and advice from the famous doctors in the city beyond the mountain. So he's trying to say that please take me, he's requesting, because I want to take some medicines which can cure my mother's disease. I want to know the cure. I want a cure for my mother's disease. That means a solution. And at the same time, I want to know what should I do in this disease. What should I do that can help my mother, relieve my mother. So, um, teacher, but would you agree to everything that might happen to you in the trip? So, he has set I think a couple of agreements with the student before he agrees to take him. She's like, would you agree? Would you say yes to everything that I tell you to do? And the boy is like, yes. Teacher, I must talk this over with your mother. As you see, I have come back. Your son says that he wants to come with us. So the teacher goes back to the mother to seek permission. And he's trying to explain that your son also wants to come with me in the mountains. I told him he can't leave you while you are still ill, and that also that it is a difficult and dangerous journey. So the teacher is suggesting, I cannot take your son, please tell him, because it's a very difficult journey. It was impossible for him to come along with us, I said. He said, no, it is very difficult. I don't think he can come and travel. But he said he had to come along with us to the city beyond mountains to get medicines and advice for you. So he's trying to explain that, but your son really wants to travel because he wants to bring medicines and cure your disease. Mother, I heard what he said. I do not doubt him. I know the boy means well and would like to make the dangerous trip for my sake. Come in, son. So she has heard all the conversation and she's trying to say, I know that he is so much concerned about my health, and he's calling her son. So the boy enters. Boy, ever since your father left us, I have had no one but you at my side. You were no longer out of my mind and out of my sight than it took to cook your meals, to mend your clothes, and to earn a living. So the mother is talking to her son and trying to show the love and the relation, the pure relation that God has given, um, to exhibit a mother's love between a child and the mother. And she's trying to say that we have always been close since your father died, and I've been taking care of you, cooked, fixed your torn clothes and things like that. Boy, what you say is true, but still you can't get me to change my mind. So basically the mother is trying to convince the young boy not to leave, and because they have been together all the time since he was a baby, so he should not be, she's suggesting that he should not leave, especially in such a critical time because his mother is very, very sick. What you say is true, and he's trying to say that I'm not going to change my mind. And the boy, mother, and teacher, he is going to make the dangerous trip to get medicines and instructions to cure my illness from the city beyond the mountains. So all the teacher is going because he wants to get medicines for his villagers, and the boy is getting because he wants to get medicines for his mother. So that is why you have these words in brackets and I and he. Great chorus, and again the singers are singing. You saw that no argument could move him, then the teacher and the mother said in one voice. So there is no argument that could change the boy's mind. He has already made up his mind that he has to go to bring medicines for his mother. Teacher and mother, many give their consent to wrong things. Consent means when you agree to something, when you're giving permission to do that thing, and many are giving permission for wrong things. But he does not say yes to illness. He feels that illness should be cured. So the teacher and mother is trying to look at the crowd, the audience, and trying to say that we have convinced him, and people do agree to do wrong things also. But he doesn't say because he feels that the disease should be cured. Treated. Mother, I have no more strength. If indeed you have to go with the teacher, return safely, return to me soon. Remember, this lady is sick, she's dying, and this boy is her only son. Her husband is dead, he's no more. So the only hope that she has in life is this young son, and he's also going to the village, to the mountains to bring medicine for her mother's cure. So she's trying to say, I have no energy, but I want you to come back, alive. She's concerned about her son's well-being. So we'll finish scene one, and we'll continue next time. So I have explained everything, the format, the link will be uploaded, and I have given you the deadline for your submission for destination mood also. So I'll see you guys. Bye bye.